Hey fans, welcome to Columbia High School in Columbia Station, where Week 4, the Gladiators Impact Player of the Week award has gone to Brandon Coleman. Now, he put forth a spectacular effort on the offensive side of the ball last week in a big win, 270 yards, 4 touchdowns on the ground, but on defense, he came up with 12 tackles, a forced fumble, a fumble recovery, a pick 6, and on special teams, he ran a kickback too. An unbelievable performance, and when we caught up with Brandon a moment ago, he says he likes contributing all over the place in all 3 phases of the game.
Offense probably, but I like playing on defense too. I like hitting people and playing hard, and it's just physical and stuff. I like it all.
Obviously, it's a team game. You had a great individual performance, but who are some of your teammates that you give a lot of credit to for a performance like that?
Just all of my line, just Nick Maluzzi, Logan Wass, Matt, Carson, Nolan, and Adam Malton. Just they did a great job of making holes, and then it's not that hard to just run.
So you guys, you got the win, of course, but it has to feel good to perform individually. What was just going right for you personally in that game last week?
I mean, it all falls back on the line and my teammates. They did a great job of helping me, and the coaches. They did a great job of preparing our team and stuff, and it was just all on them.
Well, he's one of those do-it-all kinds of kids, and when I say do-it-all, I don't mean, offense, defense, special teams. I mean, he never misses a workout. He's a leader in that regard. He's not afraid to say the tough things, even after this last game when he played, the most remarkable game I've ever had a player play. He's, at the front of the group saying, hey, we can't give up that many big plays on defense. He's saying the hard things that not a lot of guys have the courage to say, and he just doing it all means, being a leader, and he's been that for us, and then some, and like I said, he's good luck finding a flaw in the classroom. The teachers don't ever have anything bad to say about him, and comes from a great family, and we're lucky to have him.
Well, we were talking a little bit before we came out here about his contributions on the defensive side of the ball. Of course, you get a lot of attention when you put 270 yards and 4 touchdowns on the board. But what about his game defensively last week was remarkable too?
Well, 12 tackles, forced fumble, fumble recovery, interception return for a touchdown. But, probably 4 or 5 of those tackles on defense were impact, splash type tackles, tackles that you could hear. We played in LaGrange, and there was probably some people here in Columbia Station that heard a few of those hits. And, there's nothing that turns the tide for a football team like something like that. And when you're forcing turnovers to boot, that's big time.
So part of the award is this $500 grant from the Gladiators here. Have you guys given any thought as to where that's going to go in terms of the program?
Not really. I'll probably leave it up to Brandon. He seems to be pretty good at making decisions. So, whether he wants to buy a round of hats for the fellas or something like that, we'll put it to good use, that's for sure. Obviously, this is a small school, and what our budget is what we fundraise. There's not a set football budget, so anything like this is huge for our program, and we really appreciate it. Thank you.
Now, as part of being the Gladiators Impact Player of the Week, Brandon and the Columbia Raiders football program will take home a $500 grant, and of course a special award goes to Brandon himself so we can remember his amazing achievement this week. If you want to learn more about the Gladiators Impact Player of the Week award, just visit us online at clevelandgladiators.com. Until next time, from Columbia High School, home of the Raiders, I'm Tony Brown.